All right, guys, welcome to episode 9 of the Get Strong series. And you'll notice the way we're shooting this is way different. And this is a way different episode than all the other ones. It's not a training video or anything like that. I think Gio noticed how hard I've been training and how committed I am to this series to try to total elite at the end of this series, that Gio got a bunch of our fitness friends and fitness OGs in the space to send me a bunch of words of encouragement so that I can watch this and react to it with you guys. And this is freaking cool because the first person right off the bat is Meg Squats, fitness OG. I don't know who's on here. I don't know what they're gonna say. And it's really cool that everyone got my back in me trying to be the best version of myself that I can be, but also at the same time, it makes me feel like a senior citizen that is about to attempt his first marathon and everyone's like, oh, I hope he makes it. So we'll see. I don't know what they're gonna say, but we're gonna hear it together.
When I first heard of Barbell Brigade, I didn't really know anything about Bart and Gio, but I knew that they built a badass gym. And not to my surprise, but I was so pleasantly delighted when I got to meet both of them. And they're always so nice, always making an environment at Barbell Brigade that is welcoming and fun. And that's why I'm so excited for Bart to tackle the elite total, especially at this point in his lifting journey.
He means this age.
It's not very common for someone to be in the game for so long. I don't know, Tino shade, not that he's that old, but it does get harder to keep pushing yourself and pushing forward. It does. So I'm super excited for him, especially as someone who has shaped the culture of lifting and powerlifting especially, and just made it a place where people want to be there. So that is something that I will be forever grateful for you, Bart.
Thank you.
And it is awesome to see someone who is equal sides, so badass and so impressive strength-wise, and while still being someone who's uplifting, who's funny, and who creates that environment that truly everyone feels like they belong and everyone can support their own mission
Meg Squats
on being
for
as strong
president.
as they can be.
Saying it right now.
I love that. I'm so excited for you. Best of luck to you in the rest of your training and of course during your meet.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Meg, for sending me that. Both of us have been in fitness for a long time now, both of us over 10 years. And I've seen Meg grow her brand, and every step that she takes is so inspiring, from her moving to LA, now to Texas, growing her training programs, her own private gym, Buff Chick supplements. Like, I've seen Meg grow so much, and she's someone that I've respected the whole time as well, you know, like really trying to inspire people from a lead by example philosophy, and also while staying grounded and humble at the same time. And I mean, she's dominate humbly, you know, like she lives by those words too, so it means a lot. Thank you, Meg, for sending me that video. And I know what you're really trying to say. You're trying to say it's really rare to see anyone at that age try to attempt something like this. I get it. But thank you very much.
Yo, Bart, what's going on, man? I just wanted to come on
Larry,
because I heard that you're participating in a powerlifting meet next month.
Hey, why are you looking at me like that?
Now, and you're trying to hit an elite total. So I'm assuming that's around 1,500 pounds.
It is.
I do remember watching an old Barbell Brigade video where you vaguely stated that you're trying to hit 1,500.
I've been trying to hit 1,500 for a long time.
For a really long time.
Why you gotta make fun of me, man?
Around the range where you want to hit next month.
Yes.
But I just wanted to say I think that's fucking dope. The 1,500 is, you know, the number that I wanted to hit for.
But you hit already, huh? Just say it, motherfucker.
The longest time, probably ever since I started powerlifting or power building, whatever you want to call it. And you know, it sucks that you're probably gonna hit it before me.
Oh, thank God.
But I think that's awesome. I
can't be letting these young cats catch up, you know.
I think that's super motivating. Because I remember watching old videos on the Barbell Brigade channel where you were working out, and you know, I was just watching it because you were incredibly entertaining, but it wasn't until probably a little bit after high school, beginning of college, that I, you know, really took fitness and working out seriously. And a part of that reason is because of you, you know, like I related to you. I saw you as an Asian,
short Asian man,
was a, you know, OG pioneer of powerlifting and fitness, and it helped jumpstart my journey with, you know, strength training and everything related. So I just want to thank you for that, man, because who knows, I probably wouldn't even be making fitness content on social media right now if it wasn't for you. Maybe I'd just still be doing physical therapy.
Yeah, you should give me some royalties then, you know what I'm saying?
But just know that you have a huge support system behind you, man. Like, literally every Asian who is into fitness now was probably inspired by you.
All these sumo pulling motherfuckers.
So yeah, you got this shit, man. We're all rooting for you. We know you can do it. We know how fucking strong you are. Yeah, dude, you got it.
Thank you so much, sexy ass Larry. This guy looks like he was trying to seduce me the whole time, but he's giving me all these words of encouragement, telling me how old I was, how he used to watch me when he was 5 years old and all that. But it's really cool to see like a whole new generation of lifters come out and inspire everyone else, you know? Like, Larry is a freak of nature. He's sexy as fuck, strong as fuck, buff as fuck, entertaining as fuck, funny as fuck. Like, this guy got the 5 Fs. I just made that shit up. And thank you so much, and thank you for making Barbell Brigade your home gym. You could have moved anywhere when you're trying to leave that lame-ass physical therapy job, but you came to Barbell Brigade, and I will always appreciate you for that.
So Bart, heard you are currently in prep to kind of get that elite total in the USAPL, but I first heard about Barbell Brigade and Bart, obviously. When I first started watching YouTube videos about powerlifting, they had this like amazing little podcast thing that they would do. So they would watch the clips, and I would just sit up at night and binge watch all of those videos.
Oh,
and I remember seeing this team come together and talk about different topics in the fitness community. And I thought to myself one day that it would be so amazing if I'd be able to create something like that for myself. I think it's super dope that you're trying to get that elite total in the USAPL. For me, it's very important to have that focus, and it's cool to see you have that focus with all the training that you've been doing. I remember when you started doing the martial arts stuff, and you're boxing, and you're doing the bodybuilding stuff. So now for you to kind of like focus in on powerlifting once again, I think that's really cool and motivating that you're able to kind of dial in with all the stuff that you have going on with the business, your family, and other endeavors. For you to log on to this is really special. Hey man, I don't really have words of encouragement. Just stop being a bitch. At the end of the day, you are a leader, and you're someone that people are looking to lead. So take those steps and show them that you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. All you have to do is just work hard. I mean, you have your family that is behind you, you have your team that's behind you, and you have all these followers that have been following you for years. So this is nothing new to you. Just keep grinding, keep pushing, and try your best to succeed in grabbing that elite title.
You know, when someone deadlifts like 800 pounds, don't ever ask them for words of encouragement, because they're just gonna be like, I'm gonna try to deadlift 100. Don't be a bitch. I'm gonna try to deadlift 200. Just don't be a bitch. All the way up until 500, 600, 700. By the time I get to 800, he's at 900. He's gonna tell me, don't be a bitch. But you know what? The fact that you even talk to me, Russ, the fact that we're even homies like that means a lot to me, because Russ is someone that's extremely inspiring. We've seen across all sports how hard it is to get to the top and how hard it is to maintain and reign from the top. Champions, like the first number 1, number 2 is always pop, 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 pop. We've seen that across every single sport. And for Russ to dominate like that the whole time and still remain humble, saw what I did there? It's awesome, man. Thank you, Russ. And I'll make you proud with my baby total.
So I first heard about Bart back in like 2014, and to see someone not take fitness so seriously but make some serious gains was extremely motivating to me, and he is definitely one of my early inspirations for powerlifting, because Bart is strong. I think the fact that Bart is going for a new PR is super motivating me. I definitely enjoy seeing people of our older age pushing the limit.
Everyone keeps saying I'm
Bart,
old,
I
man.
believe in you, man. If
Thank
you
you.
need a little bit of inspiration,
Yes, I
some
do.
motivation,
Yes, give me
here
some
you
money.
go, man. Just lift the weight.
That's so easy.
Don't be a little bitch, dude. Just
So many
do
people
it.
call me bitches. But Max, dude, why is everyone calling me a fucking bitch? Meg, you're the best so far. Everybody keeps calling me either old or a bitch. I'm a fucking old. That should be, you know what, motherfuckers? I'm gonna print out a t-shirt, okay? And it's gonna say old bitch. That's the next Barbell Brigade t-shirt, old bitch. And I'm gonna fucking hit my elite total in your guys' face.
Heard about Barbell Brigade.
The man, the legend, Joey Flex.
I actually didn't know anything about like YouTube or anything like that. I didn't know that Bart was on YouTube.
That's dope, he's rocking the
I
OG
actually don't
down
even
the
know if
Humbly
he was on YouTube at the time that I went to Barbell Brigade, but basically I started powerlifting around 2012, and then there were a bunch of people in the community that told me about the gym. It wasn't too far from me, so I decided to drive down.
He's one of the OG members
to
at
LA.
the old location, man.
I remember being at the first ever Barbell Brigade. It was a very small gym in like a storage unit, pretty much. But we had a really tight community, and Bart was always very welcoming to me. And the impact that Barbell Brigade had on me, well, to be honest, obviously, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing now, but I really
Coaching
don't
the
know
champs.
if I would have stayed
The greats.
in powerlifting if the community wasn't so welcoming and it was just like super fun to train hard with everyone and, you know, just be around people that kind of got it, like they understood. And Barbell Brigade really sort of helped me in the early days, just, you know, be a part of something that I said, you know what, this is kind of fun. Let me put some commitment into it and see how far I can take it. So it did have a big impact and a very positive impression upon my early powerlifting years. I think Bart historically has just been like really, really busy with like a million different things.
You can call me weak, I know it.
Fitness has always been a part of his life.
But
I think that him hyper focusing on something that he can look back on
don't you fucking dare.
and make him feel special about it, I think
Look at me
that
sound like
is
that.
worthwhile, and I think it'll be interesting to see what happens with Bart when he puts all of his energy into one specific goal.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Russ out. You better watch out.
I know that if he like really wants it and tries hard enough, he will probably get it. So it's good. It'll be good for him to just kind of like declutter the external and like really focus on his goal. If you trust your process and you trust your work ethic and you know that you're doing the things that you need to do to move forward, then it's just a matter of racking up small wins continuously over time.
Very true.
And it just becomes a function of time because you're going to continue to do the things that you need to do. In time, you will get to where you want to go. And you know, once you get that goal, it's you know, we always like to compare to like different people, but it's like a personal thing. You started somewhere, you worked really hard, and you got somewhere ahead of that, right? You improved, you grew, and nobody could take that away from you. And it's a very fulfilling thing to be able to do that. So Bart, I wish you the best of health. I hope that your desires are all met and that you're able to achieve this goal without any injuries.
My back breaking, I fucking knew it.
You know, miss out on too much Taika time or anything like that. So anyway, yeah, I hope that was helpful, and thanks for putting this together.
Spoken like the master coach that he is. For those of you guys may not be as familiar with the man Joey Flex, but he has coached so many of the current champions, so many past champions, John Hack all the way to Russ Swole, you name it. His name is a legend in powerlifting in the USAPL scene, and he was one of our very first OG members at the original Barbell Brigade that he called Public Storage. And for him to talk about how, you know, it really is just you versus you, and as long as you put in all of your efforts so that the new you is that much better than the old you, that's all that matters, and that's all that you can wish for and be satisfied with. That's so true, you know? So it means a lot, Joey. Thank you so much.
I first heard of Bart probably around 2013, which was when me and my group of friends had really started to get into lifting. And it was great because Bart and the Barbell Brigade crew were like the perfect marriage of comedy and just messing around with your friends and actual quality information surrounding training. And that's the way my friends and I were. We were very serious about our training and also, you know, like to joke around. So it was a very relatable, very inspiring group of guys, obviously with Bart at the head of it. And being able to develop the relationship with Bart that I have in recent years is like a very, very surreal experience, given that I was just a young 16, 17-year-old kid.
He did not coach me when I was 16,
this guy on YouTube, and now I've had the opportunity to coach him at one point.
Yeah.
So with Coach Bart going into, you know, the USAPL now, trying to register an elite total and maybe even compete past that, and seeing him as a competitor maybe at Raw Nationals would be amazing. You know, he's been on the USPA
There's no way we're
side
competing together to
for so
kill
long,
me.
and you know, we're more than happy to welcome him to this side. It'd be an awesome time to be able to
whoop my ass.
You know, compete with him and be
makes me a little bitch. I get what you're trying to say.
Track have the same focus goal, you know, toward competing at nationals together, if that's something he decides to do. But I'm fully confident that he can register the total that he wants. And Bart, you know, words of encouragement, dude, take what's there, continue to put everything into your training, you know, have your plan mapped out from here on until the competition. You know, April's coming up. You have to be very calculated with the attempts that you're taking. Leading into competition, you have to be very calculated with knowing like, okay, this is the pace I need to establish for myself for the rest of prep. And then when it comes to meet day, man, like make sure you do everything right, you know, rehydrating, recomping, and just make smart decisions. You know, take what's there, build the total, and go after it, man. You know, you've made such an impact on me as well as thousands of other people in this space, and you know, any opportunity we get to see you get back on the platform and be a gamer rather than just, you know, a figure, you know, who's kind of speaking to all of us, seeing you back in the arena is just, it's awesome, man. So wish you the best of luck, dude, and I can't wait to see you on the other side of it.
To me, I have the highest respect for coaches. So once my coach, I will always call you coach. And you can ask any of my previous coaches, from my boxing coach PJ to Ron to Sean, even JP, who's coached me through Get Lean. When I text them, I DM them, I always address them by their title. I always go, hey, what's up, coach? Hey, coach, how are you doing? And so the reason why I even approached Sean to coach me before is I love his ability to tinker. He was one of the first people I ever saw start benching 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 4 days a week. And what I loved about Sean is he, maybe people don't know this, but he went to MIT, so extremely smart, engineering mind. And I love it when people are constantly trying to make things better and not scared to go against the grain and try something new. So that's what attracted me towards Sean. I literally saw him like post bench like 5 days a week that week, and I DM'd him, I asked him what his thought process was, and then if he would be down to coach me. So thank you so much, Sean, for taking your time out of your busy running your business, your coaching, to train me and to coach me. And I will take everything he says to heart, and I will for sure implement. One of the biggest bars I heard was build your total. And I think that means so much, because a lot of times we go into a meet, or we actually start meet prep with this idealistic 9 for 9 that we're gonna hit, this idealistic squat, bench, and deadlift. But the day of the meet is the day of the meet. Anything can happen. You can feel really hydrated, you can feel fatigued, you know what I mean? So the day of the meet, you gotta treat it like its own special day, and I really like that he said, you build your total. So you don't be greedy, you veer on the safe side, you take what's there, he said. And it's weird that I'm quoting him as if I'm reading the Bible, but his words are like powerlifting fucking sermons, you know? I like that. And of course, the homie Silent.
I first saw Bart not in the JK world, but it's pre-Barbell Brigade. Barbell Brigade was not a gym.
That's true.
I was cruising around trying to gain as much information as I could in fitness. I was trying to become the best coach, trying to become a content creator, and then share my knowledge to the world. And there's very few people putting, deadlifts on YouTube. And I'm scrambling across YouTube, and I find some dude in a commercial gym, I click on it, and he's doing deadlifts like 450, 500 pounds maybe. And he's doing a voiceover with like a Samity Sam cowboy accent.
That's not true.
And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because in this time, probably 2010, 2011, 2012.
Oh my God, that's not true.
You click on any fitness video and it's Metallica playing.
That's true.
And everyone's bald and everyone's 300 pounds. Probably using copious amounts of PEDs. There's just like a different crowd that I didn't relate to. And then I saw Bart doing it. I was like, okay, this dude's getting after it, yet he's having a good time and having some fun.
That's
the
whole goal,
I think
man.
Early on, although I wasn't looking for like inspiration, I wasn't looking for a content creator to follow or be a fan of. I kind of low-key became a fan
thank you,
because
Mike.
he was similar to me. He got after it the same as everybody else, but he's still having a good time with it and having fun, showing that you don't have to be some tough guy persona to lift big weights. And met him about a year or two after that, and the rest is written in the love books of history. Now we're besties for going on 10 years. I've trained with Bart on and off for 10 years. We've texted during our sessions, different lifts, different videos.
Very true.
And I know his goal has always been to creep towards the top. And elite total in powerlifting, although the sports talent has gone crazy and there's some strong people.
Unfair.
Having elite total in any federation, let alone the USAPL, has always been like a really good gold standard that you put in the time and you're strong. Now Bart's kind of put those lifts together in the gym, but I don't think he's done it at the weight class he's wanted or in the same meet. And so I've always had belief in him that if he really puts his mind to it, he's going to do it. He's one of the hardest working dudes I know. He's one of the most disciplined dudes I know. And so I have very little doubt that he'll get it done. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to try to get down there and cheer him on, maybe write his name on my stomach or something and party on. But I think it's cool that he sets these goals, these direct goals with a very strict schedule and chases them down. So whether he hits it or not, what's more impressive to me is him to continue to move forward and set these goals time after time, period after period. Bart, buddy, I love you, man. Love you with all my heart. You don't need any of my words. My words are meaningless. You know what to do. You work hard for it. You show up every single day. And so the outcome may be what the outcome may, but you got to sacrifice the unknown, and you do it. You show up every day, putting in that work. Whether or not you hit that goal is almost meaningless to me, and I hope it is to you, because the hard work and the journey is what matters. Not to sound too cliche, but it's so true.
Very,
and you truly lead by example, and you lead from the front. So props to you purely on that. Hopefully I'll see you on game day and you smash some weights and we get to hug and have a good dinner after you just smash an elite total, buddy.
Dude, love you, Mike. Mike, love you. Mike is one of my bestest buds in fitness, and like he said, we've been lifting either in person or remotely, if you want to call it, for 10 years. Like times where I have a bad warm-up or I have a good warm-up, I'll just text him that random lift. Hey, you think I should go up? Like, he is my second opinion when it comes to fitness, because we approach things very similarly, methodically, but we also like to treat powerlifting, which is an individual sport, like a team sport. And he's one of those rare guys that just has that get after it attitude. A lot of people don't know, but Silent Mike in this new age of social media fitness is one of the first people to pull 700. And he pulled that back in, I think, like 2016, 2017, you know? So anything that he says from someone that has accomplished so much in his sport means a lot to me. And thank you so much, Mike, for giving me those words of encouragement. Thank you to everybody that's been a part of this video. It means a lot to me that so many people want to see me succeed. It's very, very humbling. And I can say for the last 9-10 weeks, my training has been impeccable. My diet has been impeccable. My sleep and recovery has been impeccable. So I know I'm gonna make you guys proud. I will do everything I can in this 16-week series. I will continue to do everything I can to have a perfect 16-week series, and we'll just let everything play out the day of on the platform. and we'll see how we end this series. But I'm very, very confident because I've never trained this hard in my life, and I'm really happy where everything's going. And Gio, thank you so much for putting this together. I love you so much. Can't be this committed with all the stuff that I have going on in my life, and even running this company with you, without you by my side. I love you so much, and see you guys in the next video.